Shabbat Shalom and greetings to you all. Now, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving or Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day, or it's October, so let's have a holiday day. The name does not really matter. Holiday days are days to think about the greater picture of life, of family, of freedom, of thanks for all we have of God. That big thump you heard, well, that was just the book of life being sealed. Now, for the last several days, we've been gathering in our huts, our booths, our sukkahs, where we share meals with friends, shake the four species in all directions, and celebrate the joys of all the things I just mentioned: life, God, spirit, freedom, family, and love. Especially love. All my little plans and schemes lost like some forgotten dreams. Seems that all I really was doing was waiting for you. No need to be afraid. No need to be afraid. It's real. It's real, yes. It's real. It's real. Yes, real love. You know what? It's all around you. Take it in. Give it back. Now, as a nation, we learned and have always perpetuated the joy of hospitality and love. And that's why invited guests into your sukkah is so important. It's one of the great unifying steps we take as a collective community. So let's now come together as a community. A like-minded, like-souled unification of spirit, the collective consciousness of seekers, coming together in a showing of faith, of love, a community, a chavura, a fellowship, expressing our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this great house of spirit, Beth Ruach. So once again, please do go ahead, invite everybody, physically, psychically, emotionally, or spiritually, to gather and share from Psalm 133, the Hine Matov. Come together. How good, how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community, 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 together. Because we are a community, my friends, and we do all gather together. And as a community, let's spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the entire world, because the whole world can use it. Now, every week we gather to show gratitude and give thanks for the things that we have as we ritualize and light our candles, share a cup of wine, a piece of bread, the essentials of life, sustenance, and fellowship that we really observe on a daily basis, but especially honor every week in our Sabbath remembrance and observation. And remember, friends, the lighting of candles, it invokes our vision. As the flame reminds us that within each of us lives that divine fire that can illuminate the darkest of places. We raise our cup, thankful for the partnership we have with creation, and we take the bread of truth, the bread of the earth, the bread of life, and in the tasting, we share the grain of truth among us all. We do these every week. And these three things, they're simply the key to life. Light gives us strength, and it shines a light on the fears that we carry. And we all carry fears. And when we see the fears in a new light, they're not so daunting. Water, juice, wine, bread, these are the sustenance items that keep us alive. We receive our blessings and the gifts of creation, of life, from God or whatever you happen to believe in. So these little blessings is our turn to bless and to thank Him or her or whatever you believe your Creator to be. It allows us to exercise gratitude. It allows us to honor the power of creation, and that's what we want to do. And in honoring creation, we honor everything that has been a party to creation as we set aside a little time to put forth our intention, our kavanah, our goodwill. So let's take a moment now. Send some of that goodwill out into the universe as we invoke healing and renewal for everybody you know, and for the souls and spirits of everybody you know. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love, or just plain goodwill. We all need it. Everybody we know, we all know people who need it. And let's just send that out into the universe as we invoke healing and renewal for everybody. Focus on them, call their names. It's not just for people, my friends. It's for our pets. It's for the world. It's the healing of the earth, the tikkun olam that's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. And as we generate a spiritual connection that unites each of us together as a whole, we can send that healing and renewal energy out to the world. So let's send out special prayers. Let's send them out for Karen, for Bob, for Monty, for Cindy, for the bee, and for everybody you know in need of renewal. So let's send love and renewal and healing to them, and make sure that you include yourself, my friends. You need renewal too. We all do. It is the kindness, the healing wishes, the goodwill and love that we all send out. It circles the world, finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care, because the world is a world of spirit. And spirit, my friends, never dies. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us. Let us find the courage. Make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body. The renewal of spirit. Let us say Amen. Misha Baruch to everybody. Let us send out spiritual renewal. This is the great prayer for healing, which we call upon God to heal as He has healed before. Misha Baruch, may He who blessed, because all healing is a blessing. Let's send and receive healing and renewal energy in our efforts to love, to share, to care, to grow. And let's all do it for everybody in the world. And one of the things we're supposed to do during this Feast of Booths, or more commonly referred to as the Feast of the Tabernacle, Sukkot, is partake in and celebrate renewal as we celebrate this 3,300-year-old holiday. So this is all about renewal. Now, during it, you've greeted your friends with a very famous phrase, Hag Sameach, which means joyous or happy festival. And yes, that phrase is also said during Shavuot, the Festival of Weeks, during Passover, the Festival of Freedom, and during any other holiday for that matter. And you know what? It should not require a holiday to say. And this holiday is very much about the spirit of Abraham and welcoming guests into our homes. Our booths, for they bring life to us. Having a guest brings you life. As the great poet Khalil Gibran said, if it were not for guests, all houses would be graves. But we all contribute to the world through the personal characteristics we've acquired by way of guests. Loving kindness, strength, splendor, glory, holiness, eternity, sovereignty. We were homeless wanderers, and we learned to inculcate these characteristics in our lives from all the places we went and lived, from wherever we've lived, and from all the people we have met and continue to meet. Now, on each day of the holiday, it's mandatory to perform a waving ceremony with the four species, the Arba meaning, consisting of the palm, the myrtle, the willow, which form the lulav, together with the citron, the etrog. Now we hold them. I don't have them with me, otherwise I would hold them right now. Now we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ruach ha'olam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. Blessed are you, O Lord, breath of life, who sanctifies us with your commandments and has enjoined upon us the mitzvah, or the good deed, of the lulav. And you shake the four species package in 6 different directions. East, south, west, north, above, below. 6. Each being another attribute that we seek. Harmony, kindness, connection, discipline, perseverance, submission. And bringing them together, we bring them in towards our heart. And that's how we strive for communication. And friends, these 4 species represent physical aspects of man also. The etrog, the lemony thing, where it refers to the heart, the place of understanding and wisdom. The palm, the long stick, refers to the backbone. It stands for uprightness. The myrtle corresponds to the eyes. It's about enlightenment. And the willow represents the lips, the service of the lips being prayer. And for the Kabbalists of the Middle Ages, they also represented the characteristics of man. The etrog, which is both a pleasing taste and a pleasing scent, represents people who've achieved knowledge of spiritual law and perform good deeds or mitzvot. The palm branch, which can produce tasty fruit but has no scent, represents those who have knowledge of the law but lack in performance. The myrtle leaf has a strong scent but no taste, and it represents those who perform good deeds but actually have very little knowledge of the spiritual law, and they don't know why they do them, they just do good deeds. And the willow has neither good taste nor scent, and it represents those who have no knowledge of spiritual law and perform no good whatsoever. Well, your goal, if you had to have a goal to be one of these things, is to be an etrog and elevate to the world of the righteous. But if you cannot be, and a lot of us can't be etrogs, can't be governed by spiritual law and the power to do good, then be the myrtle. Open your heart and do good. You can always learn later. Now, each day we bring all four of these types together to remind us that every one of these people is important and that we must all be united together. I remember, friends, because this is one of the three gathering festivals, Yizkor is observed. We observed it last week on Yom Kippur, and it has since been made a part of each of the other three gathering festivals. It's a time to honor those who are no longer with us. Now, while it's mostly associated with parents, it's for any and all losses. So if you did not observe it last week, please do so this week. Light a candle because you're elevating the soul of somebody, and say a prayer. You're helping to elevate souls of the departed. And remember, my friends, death is not the end. When you're sad, and when you're lonely, and you haven't got a friend, just remember that death is not the end. And all that you held sacred falls down and does not bend. Just remember, death is not the end. Not the end, no, no. Not the end, no, no. Just remember that death is not the end. Oh, the tree of life is growing where the spirit never dies, and the bright light of salvation shines in dark and empty skies. Whatever you do, my friends, spend some time this week and light a candle and elevate a few souls. Right? They'll all be happy that you've done that. We have reached what we call the Chol HaMoed, the intermediate days of the holiday. And therefore we suspend reading a regular Torah portion. Well, it pretty well ended with the Song of Moses last week anyhow. There's one more small little chapter as a reminder of the blessings, and that's actually always read on Simchat Torah, the celebration of the Torah, which is next week. And then, of course, we begin again, because it is a circular book, and life goes round and round. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And we read the Torah, the book of instruction, again and again, and it goes round and round, and we read it with the knowledge of what's coming, but instead of ruining it, it's actually enhanced, and we learn more and understand deeper and follow with just a little bit more appreciation. And we will begin it again next week, but before we do, I want to just highlight some of the lessons we've learned during the year that we've been together, And we can think about that while taking some time each night in our booths, our sukkot. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this journey. And maybe you skipped a few. Maybe you listened or watched, some here, some there. Maybe you stuck with me the whole year. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your sacred time with me. So whether it was your first or your 10,000 and something time, here's some of the great lessons we've learned. Never judge by appearances. God does not judge based on looks or height or stature. God sees into the heart, as he did when he picked David to be king, and knows the potential that lies there. Look into your heart, my friend, and the hearts of those around you. Think outside the box. Obvious solutions are not always the best. Do not be afraid to be creative. Be emotional and feel all of your feelings. The great King David was the Bible's most prolific author, a warrior and a king. But we feel his feelings with every psalm of his that we read. And you too can see it's okay to let all of your feelings out. Always strive to take the higher road. Circumstances sometimes put us in a position to take revenge on slights that we perceive as having been done to us. But things happen for a reason, my friends. And when you take the high road, you sometimes feel like you're losing a battle, but you are winning the war of morality. Please do not worry about what others may think. Trust yourself to know what's right, and trust others to know who you are and the real sense of you. Love your family. Now, many in the Bible suffered at the hands of their families, and many of you may have suffered at the hands of yours. It's okay. Protect yourself, but do not judge. Be gentle with those you are related to. Sometimes it's their own anger and fear that's simply being expressed. Treat them with love, as hard as it may be, because the world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light, and all who live in the light and continue to shine. And continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, an end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this right together, men and women equally. So let's send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. And please do learn to forgive and learn to love, including yourself. Open your hearts and honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have. Enjoy the journey. We take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. Now, bless you all. Have a fantastic week, a week of love and light, a week of peace, a week of miracles, because we have miracles all the time. Examine your intentions and use them to imprint your will on the universe. Remember, we set in motion all that happens in our lives. Our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect, everything is linked. As I've said, you always have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad. So acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you've wronged, and ask forgiveness. But do so with sincerity, with accountability, and with vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you as you learn to be forgiving and compassionate, because the secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace, my friends, is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world just as they are? Can you accept life just as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So do not stop your journey. Do not stop moving towards your promised land, your home. Keep on dreaming, keep on being, keep sharing, keep shining, keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill. Do not follow fear, follow love. It's always in front of you. And remember to have faith, an unwavering adherence to principle, just as I have faith in the principle of love and all of you. Do not worry about other things. Always act with purity of heart and mind. Despise none, defraud none, hate none. Cherish everybody. Honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year. May you nurture kindness and love everywhere you go, and work to be present in the body. Expand your heart, quiet your mind, because the deepest source of real power lies in consciousness and your ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all of life's circumstances. So make the most of your time in this life. Continue to touch and transform the lives around you, because you're never alone. You're forever blessed and have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet. Health, love, renewal to everybody you come across. We're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can simply be transformed. Friends, your words are your power to transform, to love, to bless, so be generous. Bless others and bless yourself. Love with the heart. We're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear. Forgiveness, not anger. And be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you, whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith and belief, and do not accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel others have felt, whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together, we learn together, and we help each other. We are each of us trying to find acceptance and love and support. We all have or could have that special someone in our lives, so find them. Tell them what they need. And remember, you're never alone on your journey to your promised land. Watch your words. They hurt you, they heal you, they imprison you, and they free you. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive, and keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. Open your heart. Celebrate the love of those who are in your life, because the time we have cannot be replaced, and time with people that we love is precious. Precious time is slipping away, but you're only king for a day. It doesn't matter to which God you pray. Precious time is slipping away. Well, this world is cruel with its twists and turns. Well, the fire's still in me and the passion that burns. I love her madly till the day I die, till hell freezes over and the rivers run dry. Our time is precious, my friends. Make the most of it. Well, thank you for joining me. And join me next week when we go back to the beginning, to the top of the slide, so to speak. Shabbat shalom and blessings to you all. Take care.